Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Brian the Divine Healer here with you, getting ready to do your reading. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm already done with mid-January's readings. That's right. So, what we're going to do now, my friends, we're going to do lessons learned. Right? So, the topic today of lessons learned is PTSD. What is PTSD? PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder. Right. So, what does that mean? It means you go through an emotional trauma, through a physical experience. Right. It's usually associated with military, but it doesn't always have to, because you'd be a car crash. 18 and under, get the hell out of here, because this is going to be very explicit. You can have other things happen in your life as a car crash, plane crash, being raped, you name it, getting beat up, it all could lead to PTSD. So now, there's different levels of PTSD. If you're in a car crash, it's traumatic, post-traumatic, after the incident. You have these emotional feelings that were scary, fearful, you name it, it's there. And sometimes it will take a little bit for it to go away, but it does, with the severity of the trauma. So, when I say there's different levels of PTSD, there's PTSD, and there's mild PTSD, and then there's severe PTSD. Well, my friends, guess what? You're looking at a person right now that has been dealing with severe PTSD since 2005. I might not look like it, but let me tell you, it's not fun. I've been through a lot of shit. Okay. When I was in service, I've seen things that I can't unsee. I've done things that I can't undo. So we're just going to leave that at that. But there is hope for anybody that is dealing with the PTSD. And the symptoms would be depression, anxiety, hypervigilance, anger, violence, drug use, sex addictions. I mean, you name it. The shit is there for you to try to escape that emotional pain that you felt through that physical trauma. I've been there, done it. I've done it all. I've done it all. My life has been so. But if I didn't pray and believe in my whole faith in God, that this could be fixed, I'd be worse off, and I would not be talking to you today. So, one thing that has to be done is you have to recognize that you have it. Okay? I mean, this can go for anxiety, depression, go for anything you got going on. But specifically this. Because there's a lot of people that suffer with this, especially now during the time that we're living in and the shit that we're going through. Oh, I'm sure everybody's got PTSD. In some form. But, my friends, there's hope. First of all, look at your heart. You're a good person, just like I am. Some of the things that you went through, you didn't deserve it. Wrong place, wrong time. However, but you still went through it. And when you move on in your future from that past, you can never change that past. Because like I said, my friends, once you see something, you can't unsee it. Once you know something, you can't unknow it. So what do you got to do? You got to look at it as being the reality, okay? The reality. You fucked up a little bit, right? Been there. When you realize that point, then you're going to decide if you want to be fucked up or not. If you're not that kind of a person, You're not going to stay that way. So you're going to go in hermit mode, and you're going to find yourself, your inner light. And you're going to find the help that you need, says me. Now, I went through about 9 months of cognitive behavioral therapy to reprogram my brain when I got out of the service to get into civilian life, because I did not understand the two. Though I came from civilian life, went into military life, came back into civilian life. You stand too close to me at Walmart, I'm going to chop your arms up, break you off in something you didn't know you could be broken off in two. Because I was dealing with anger, and the violence, and the frustration, and the anxiety, and the hypervigilance. So my job was pretty rough. I had some good times, I'm not gonna lie. I had some fucked up times too. Seen some shit I wish I'd never seen. But here I am today, with you, giving you support and giving you guidance in your life. Because I found the way for myself. That's through faith. Faith that I know that this curse, because that's what I call it, isn't going to be restricting my life. I'm not going to let it hold me down and make me into this piece of shit that I'm not. So we struggle. But there's a light at every dark tunnel that we go through, and we can see. Some of us close our eyes from it. Some of us illuminate more to it. That's the hope, that's the help, that's the faith, that's God telling you, hey, here's a little way to get out of this. Go to therapy, see this person. Do 9 months of cognitive behavioral therapy to realize you're safe where you're at. You're not over there anymore. Helping me transition to the civilian life. And I understand a little bit better now. So I can deal with the Walmart crowds. You know what I'm saying? But still, it's not fucking fun. It's not. And then you got asshole misers that want to know that about you. Push a button. You're going to push a button. They're going to stand on your neck and break your dick because they want to just see you snap. Lord help them people, for they know not what they do. God's will is God's will. So you let that be, right? Let that be. Focus on yourself. When you focus on yourself, you become your best self. When you realize problems and you hit them head on, you solve problems that are going to be endless for you, because you gain strength and courage, knowledge and wisdom, support, love, and healing. That's the most part, healing. Now, I have some bad times still. I just want, you know what I mean? Some people, some things, some places. But you know what? When I look at the reality of things, I start feeling bad for some people. Because they have to play these games and do these manipulative tactics because they're narcissists and they want to feed on your energy, and they're energy vampires. They want to suck your soul dry. Well, you know what? They got issues they need to look at themselves. Maybe they have a little bit of PTSD. But don't let them stop you. Only you can make your progress go further than anybody else can. You take the guidance, the wisdom, the advice. It's up to you to put your best foot forward. Recognize the problem. Take that step forward and say, hey, I'm fucked up for a second, man. Who can't be this time? Who? Who's got their shit so straight wrapped up together like this whole world ain't phasing them in no kind of way? Bullshit. Ain't nobody but God being like that. So why don't you turn your heart to God and say, listen, this affliction is too much. to help me with it. He's going to show you, as he showed me, ways to pull your head out of your ass. Right? Meaning showing you who you really are and how you can get around some shit. It's called synchronicities, signs, whatever you want to call it. The intuitional feeling of being nudged. Take it. Because it's the best advice you can get. And for those people that don't have PTSD, but they have to deal with people that have it, do your research first. Understand the problem. It's not necessarily a problem. Let's just say the situation. When you understand the situation, you have the facts and you have the knowledge, well, now you're going to be more understanding, more sympathetic, more empathetic to the person that does have this. And you'll be able to support them in a better way than not knowing and being ignorant. And making fun of this person and bringing them down and just putting them in a bigger shithole because you're ignorant. Support is valuable. Whether it's in yourself and you find God to help you through that, or you find support through counseling, friends, doesn't matter. Recognize it. Make a plan to distinguish it and extinguish it. And heal and move on. That's why I'm here now with you. Telling you this shit. Because of what I have been through. Man, I might look good here. Y'all don't know how deep my shit has been. That's why I can sit here with a smile on my face and say that my faith is strong enough to know that I'm God's strongest warrior, baby. So bring it on. Because I got nothing to do but share it with you. So I'm going to leave that there, right there. And I wish that you guys have a great night. Okay. Look for more of these videos. Noobs, hit the like button. Become part of the Divine family and subscribe. Really appreciate that. With that being said, have a great, great day. Peace and pray. See you again.